How to level up. This time we're looking at standard Shaman. So this is a deck that I'm currently using at the moment. Got some really good cards in it. Specifically this, which can give you like, +5/+5 to all your minions if you've got a reasonably good board. Even in some cases you might want to put it on a smaller board. It's not because that is such a good death rattle, right? And what about the synergy with that? So that is a really, really powerful thing. This basically says you can have a few less minions and you're still going to get really good effect from that. There are obviously some death rattles in here as well as that. This, for instance, so it gives you 4 zombies with the Scourge Trial. It's pretty cool. Another thing that you want to do is you want to, for instance, put this out, and then you can follow that with the egg. So it's going to give you a buffed up egg, which is obviously going to spawn, similar. In a way, it's yeah, I guess it's not quite as good as the Nerubian. Actually, it's better than the Nerubian egg, which was the original sort of one like this. Because that was 2 mana, wasn't it? The same stat. Well, yeah, it's close. It's close. This is really useful as well. One of the things you can do is if you've got like a 2/1, you're up against a 2/1 in the beginning of the game. You can just put that even if the death rattle doesn't trigger properly, what it will do is it will actually trigger this thing. No, sorry, it will trigger this one, the Unliving Champion. So that's really useful as well. This is also good for death rattles, the Rancher. If you've got a big board, this can do a bunch of damage. You can even do double on it, and then you're going to get a ridiculous amount of damage. I put in Astalor just because I decided to get this card. Just because it's amazing, and you see it in like a huge range of different decks. It doesn't necessarily fit into this one, but it's just an amazing card. Especially with the nerf to the Denathrius nerf. What did Denathrius get nerfed to? I can't even remember. It did get nerfed, didn't it? Yeah, Endlessly Infused 2. So I mean, it almost could work because I've got a lot of minions, but the thing is, you do 16 damage, right? So you're going to need to get an additional 11. You need to get 22 dead minions to equal, and then this gives you. You know what I mean? It's definitely worse, right? Denathrius at this stage with that nerf. So there's definitely that. Now, this is really useful. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of good things. Like, this is kind of also good just to ping enemies and to keep on summoning more minions. Let's see what other cards we have that are cool here. This is obviously pretty good to early game clear the board. You can also just put a bunch of them in. You can just put down 3 and then put it with a Suffusion here. Get a bunch of damage. Kind of similar to some of the plays you used to do in Demon Hunter with when you'd put out the Expendables card, and then you'd put that with the 3/1 that deals a 3 damage whenever one of them dies. Not as powerful as that, but it's a similar sort of thing going down there. The Trog, of course. This is obviously a good turn 1. You can get really good. Another thing you can do as well, which is interesting, this thing would normally get targeted pretty quickly. So this is often quite a good target. For this one, you can target. Let's deal with that, and it's pretty useful. Obviously, Scourge Trial is a very strong card in general. Probably want to prioritize that over almost anything else, because you could put some of the other ones that give death rattles, and you can Bloodlust. You can do all sorts of things to win the game. So thanks for watching.